New developments in a 3-year-long News4Jax I-Team investigation of a Jacksonville contractor accused of taking money for roofing jobs but failing to complete the work. The contractor, Wyatt Green, has now reached a plea deal that involves paying back thousands of dollars to customers while serving no additional jail time. I-Team investigator Tarek Miner has been on this story from the beginning. He's joining us now with details on this plea bargain. Tarek?
Well, Tom and Mary and folks at home, at one point during this investigation, Wyatt Green faced felony charges, including organized fraud, forgery, and grand theft. Now, with this deal, those felonies go away, and he pays back $50,000 in restitution.
Mr. Green, I will accept your plea of guilty to the misdemeanor charge of false representation as a licensed contractor as charged by the state.
That's Wyatt Green appearing before a judge by Zoom and starting to wrap up a criminal case that started nearly 3 years ago. Green was arrested in 2019. At the time, Florida Chief Financial Officer Jimmy Petronas said Green had stolen more than $40,000 as customers had hired him to fix their roofs and collect from their insurance. Customers who had hired Green's company, Storm Restoration Services, or Storm RS, had reached out to the News4Jax I-Team, saying Green wasn't finishing their jobs, and since they signed a document that allowed Green to collect money from their insurance, they weren't able to hire someone else to fix it. Here's what Green told me when I caught up with him days after his 2019 arrest.
The charges that have been brought against me, I take full responsibility for any wrongdoings that I've done. And as always, I have fully intended to make it right.
And just weeks after his arrest, while out on bond, the I-Team's investigation uncovered that Green was betting thousands of dollars at a local poker room. When we told prosecutors about that, they changed the terms of his bond to keep Green from gambling while the case was pending. When Green was operating Storm RS and contracting with customers, he wasn't licensed to do roofing work. That's why prosecutors have now charged him with false representation. On Monday, Green will be formally sentenced to 1 day in jail with credit for 1 day served, meaning he won't spend any more time behind bars. But before he's sentenced, he must hand over $50,000 to the court to be paid out to customers who prosecutors have talked with as part of the case. Prosecutors are still working out how the money will be divided up. When Green brings the money Monday, prosecutors will then drop their remaining felony charges against him. If he doesn't bring the money Monday, Green faces up to a year in jail. So on Monday, Wyatt Green will have to be in court in person for his sentencing. The I-Team will be there as well. Mary?